The Girsan MC14 G84. Let's check it out. The Beretta Model 84 Cheetah was extremely popular for decades. Beretta a few years ago discontinued this really excellent handgun, and it's a classic. And guys, just has really beautiful quality, that open slide design in 380 ACP, and was carried until the little micro 380s came out. And the market for 380 ACP in a larger frame pistol kind of dwindled. But Girsan has revived the Cheetah line with the G84. This is a clone of the original Beretta Model 84. It's in 380 ACP, holds 13+1, open slide design. One of the beautiful things about Girsan is they have brought back a lot of the guns that were very popular over the years, but have been discontinued for different models. But they still have a big appeal. And guys, they're a viable self-defense option. So we're going to check out the MC14 G84. If you love the Beretta Cheetah series, this is an excellent companion, and we really appreciate EAA Corporation for sending the Girsan MC14 G84 for this review. One of the things Girsan does very well is to bring back guns that have been discontinued that are still well loved by the shooting community, and they brought them back into production. The Beretta Model 84 had 13+1, open slide design, and double single action, blowback, and just an excellent concealed carry option. But when some of the small little micro 9s came out, and then just tiny 380 ACPs, some of these guns kind of fell by the wayside, some of the larger 380 ACPs. But the 380 Auto is back, and there's a number of different models that have appeared from different companies, and a lot of people are carrying 380 ACP, especially those that are a little recoil sensitive, don't want to carry a 9mm. Here, Girsan has introduced their MC14, and this is their G84. It is a direct clone of your Beretta Model 84. So it really carries on the Cheetah line without the name. And we've seen Girsan introduce a number of different handguns that are more based on the traditional guns that the gun community really still loves. And so this just gives us some other options. The Browning High Power, they've even introduced some Beretta 92 clones that are just excellent. And the Beretta Model 86, which is about the same size, but it has the tip-up barrel. And if you're looking for one for a Beretta, those have gotten just almost collector status. They're very expensive. So it's nice to see a more budget-friendly option of some guns that have actually been discontinued. And so this gives us a market for some things we may not be able to get a hold of. What's really cool is that this is a 13-round magazine, and it's interchangeable with the Beretta magazines. And the gun's empty. Again, double single action, and we have that open slide design, which makes it very reliable. Now, one of the things that Beretta has done is reintroduced their Model 80X, and this is a testament to the return of the 380 ACP in double stack magazines. There for a while, we had no other options except the Bersa Thunder Plus. So this gives us more options for a more modern design, which we have optics ready. We have a Picatinny rail, have front cocking serrations, a thinner grip. These magazines also interchange with the Girsan. And so it's really great, but you can get these Girsan magazines that are made by Metgar, which is an excellent company. And now we can enter our standard Beretta magazines, which a lot of these are on the used market. But I think that the price difference, you'd probably want to go ahead and get the Girsan mag. Now this does have a little finger groove right here, or a finger rest, so it allows you to get a good solid purchase on the handgun. If you have really large hands, then you might opt for some of the Beretta magazines because the base plate is smaller. I'm not sure about parts interchangeability, but definitely it is a really faithful clone to the original Beretta. Now we have these composite grips, and they have serrations. It gives you a really nice grip to the gun with the thumb rest on either side. Allows for you to, really have a good confident grip. A beaver tail that comes up to the top. We have a rounded off commander style hammer with serrations. We have a dovetailed rear sight, and like the original Beretta, we have a milled sight into the slide. So there's not really any options for this. Of course, your slide release is right here. Your mag release, very positive, and you can switch it to the other side. Also, we have our takedown lever here, and we'll look at that when we break it down. Rounded off trigger guard, Cerakote finish that's two-tone, have the gray at the bottom and then black on top. I believe they do have a black on black model as well. Serrations at the front strap and the back strap, gives you a nice comfortable fit. Now one of the things about the original Beretta was that it was slick on the front and slick on the back. So this is actually an upgrade between the two. But the bluing on the Beretta is absolutely beautiful. The Cerakote is going to actually give you more protection in the long run from the elements. The barrel is 3 3/4 inches in length. And guys, I'm telling you, with that open slide option, I mean, it does add to reliability. You're not going to get stovepipes, and it's one of Beretta's proven designs. It's being carried on by Girsan. Safety is ambidextrous, very positive. You can actually ride your hand right there. It's just a little bit extended, but it doesn't add a lot of width. And speaking of which, it is a very thin handgun. I mean, this does make an excellent concealed carry option. Now, in blowback, typically you get a little more recoil, but it's more back in your hand than in muzzle rise. So to me, these guns are a lot of fun to shoot, and really, even for those who don't like a lot of recoil, this makes a really good option. Now for trigger pull on double action, very smooth. I mean, there is no hesitation, there's no stacking, it is just smooth. Then we'll go ahead and check the reset right there. Reset's not bad either, especially for a double single action. And then we're back on it. For single action, which will take the hammer to the rear position, little take up right to here, and then a nice break. And trigger pull weight with our Lyman trigger gauge on double action. 7 pounds, 12 ounces. That's not bad for double action. Single action, 3 pounds, 4.3 ounces. That is a really nice trigger pull. Weight on the Girsan MC14 G84, 22.63 ounces. Weight on the original Beretta Model 84, 22.64 ounces. And then weight on the Beretta Cheetah 80X, 23.7 ounces, about an ounce heavier. Now Girsan is out of Turkey, and we're finding a lot of different companies that are producing really high quality firearms, including Canik, Tisas, and then of course Girsan, and there are others. And that's helping to bring the price down to a very reasonable level. And one of the things about the old Berettas is they can be pretty pricey, so this really brings it down. Big thank you to Fiocchi for sponsoring our ammo, all made in the USA. One of the biggest suppliers of ammunition in the country. Little loaders will not work on this because you have to load it from the front, and you get one mag. Beautiful thing is Model 84 Cheetah mags work. Even the Model 80X magazines work. I just left them. So we're going to load these one mag at a time, but we can do it. Guys, I'm a big fan of the Beretta Cheetah series. I own a number of them. They're just great guns, of course, in 380 ACP or 32 ACP. And then they kind of discontinued them. Now they come out with the Cheetah 80X, which is an upgraded version. But to get more toward the original, this little Girsan G48 is just a sweet shooting little gun. It gives you what the Cheetah brought to concealed carry, especially for those who want lesser recoil.
Even with blowback. Blowback puts it more in your hand than muzzle flip. But a great little gun to shoot, 13+1. It uses Beretta mags. The finger's little grip on the end just helps to give you a good solid purchase. Kind of does the same as your standard Cheetah. You know, just pull that safety up, cocked and locked. Man, I love that Girsan is bringing back some of the classics, because even though companies have moved on to more modern designs, those old designs are still very viable. And this little gun will shoot. We have had no malfunctions whatsoever. But great to see Girsan. Also, they brought out their tip-up barrel, which was really a big plus, the Model 86 Beretta. And those run a lot of money. So it's really great to see more of a budget-friendly price, but yet really good quality in the Cheetah line. Or Cheetah line clone.
Now for disassembly, we're going to drop our magazine, check the chamber, and it's empty. Just like on your standard Beretta, you push this little button and then you bring down your lever, and it just releases the lock on the lever, and then you can just bring your slide forward. And then we have our recoil spring and guide rod, and we have our barrel. Very well done. One of the things that I've learned with Girsan is their finishing is excellent. A little more slide right here, a little more rail, and it's going to give you a little more slide to frame fit. Of course, the inside is very well done as well. Now for reassembly, just bring in your barrel, go ahead and get it locked into that rear position, and then bring in your recoil spring and guide rod. Now bring the slide and put it over your frame. Hold your slide back just a little and push that button, and then bring your lever around and it locks it in. We'll test for function, and we're back in business. Now the Girsan MC G84, the retail price is $360. So you're going to find at local gun shops the price to be less. And these are imported by EAA Corporation, which they offer a limited lifetime warranty. And EAA Corporation has been around for a number of years, and they do a lot of importing of different firearms. So if you have any issues with your gun, you don't have to send it back to Girsan. EAA Corporation will take care of it. So what are some pros and cons? Well, first off, it's a proven design that's been around for a long time, that was well loved. And it's great to see another option back on the market. Yes, these are available at police trade-ins, and you don't know exactly what condition you're getting them. In fact, this was a police trade-in. So it's nice to have that option. But even then, they're typically more expensive than your G84 in brand new condition. They use the same magazines, which is a definite plus. It's in 380 ACP, which is a very mild caliber to shoot, even though these are blowback, which give you a little bit more in the hand, but very easy and manageable. And one of the cons is 380 ACP is a little more expensive than your 9mm. That is definitely one thing to consider, and there's less power factor with 380 ACP than 9mm. But again, there's less recoil. The open slide design gives you a lot of reliability, and these guns just shoot very well. When we took it to the range, I mean, we had zero malfunctions. We put about 500 rounds through it. So, you know, a decent test, but long term. But obviously, Girsan has really made a name for themselves. To me, the budget price definitely gives this a huge plus. While there are a lot of smaller 380 ACPs out there, again, there's a trend that's coming back with a lot of larger 380s to be able to fill that market, because we have more and more female shooters or those with weaker hand strength, and they're going to be able to manage the recoil a little better with something more this size, and yet it gives you a full-size grip and feel to it, but the recoil is definitely a little milder than your standard 9mm. And it does have a limited lifetime warranty. Guys, the Beretta Model 84 Cheetah was very popular, and it's really great to see Girsan come out with a continuation of the Cheetah line with its own little flair. But just an excellent pistol, light on recoil, still has a very capable magazine capacity of 13+1, very reliable. And while it's not a micro 9, it gives you enough grip to be able to shoot it like a full-size handgun. And again, a big thank you to EAA Corporation for sending the Girsan MC14 G84 for this review. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Here we have the Girsan MC14 G40,000. But Girsan has brought back, Girsan has brought back their own Versia. Okay, a Versia. This is a Versia. And I don't know if the parts interchange, and we're not even going to get into that. BDM, is it the BDA? It's the BDA. BDA, you freaking idiot. Oops, okay, let's do that again. Let's do that again, because that looked like some goob was doing it.